Good day, this is Michael from Iconasys again, and today we'll be doing a 360 product photography real-time workflow of pre-packaged product, and more specifically in this case, food. I'm working with, obviously, camera connected via USB to the ShutterStream application. This is our medium USB turntable, and we're working with the lighting systems, the Iconasys LED 360 LumiPad system. Basically consists of 3 LED lights for 360 product photography lighting. I've just enabled live view. Obviously, as you can see, my hand going back and forth in front of the object, and I'd position my product on my turntable. The first thing you're probably going to notice is that it looks quite dark. So what we're actually going to do in real time is we can actually change our camera settings. I'm working with a Canon camera right now, and as we make changes to our camera settings, we're going to see those results in real time on the actual monitor screen. So this looks a little bit dark here compared to what I'm actually seeing on the actual product. So I'm going to lighten it up just a tad, and that looks quite good. The next thing you're going to notice is that our object is pretty good in focus, but it's slightly out. So I can actually start making adjustments to my focal point through mouse clicks. And as you see, as we make adjustments, we're going to see those results in real time. And so basically what we've just done is optimize our camera settings as well as adjusted our focal point and set that focal point. Now we're ready to enter into kind of the pre-360 workflow, where I'm going to go and say, okay, pre-spin my turntable. We're going to see it and watch it in real-time preview on our monitor screen. And as it rotates 360, first and foremost, we want to visually ensure that we've positioned our object in the center of the actual turntable. So we're just making sure that we've positioned our object correctly. And the next thing that we want to do is, if you see this rectangle area that I am dragging right here, that's actually our pre-crop. So it's only going to take a picture of what's inside that area. Instead of capturing the whole frame, because we don't need to obviously capture the whole frame, and if we did capture the whole frame, we'd have to start editing out stuff in kind of these bottom right corners here where you can see my desk. So we're pre-rotating again to A, ensure that our object is spinning in the center of the turntable, and B, pre-crop our subject. Looks pretty good there. So after we get through this step, I'm just going to stop my turntable at that first stop there. Now we can enter into the 360 shooting mode. Users have the full control to shoot from 8 up to 72 frames. Maybe I'll just shoot 18 images for the purpose of this demo. Majority of our customers will shoot about 24 or 36 frames. You can see I just hit the start button here that actually captured the image. It's going to upload that to the computer. Turntable will turn X number of degrees based on the predefined number of shots that user has selected, and then capture again. So our workflow is completely automated for the image capture portion. Again, that workflow is capture, turntable will rotate X number of degrees based on user definition, and then stop and capture again. So that's the great thing about this, is that essentially we could walk away from the computer here. 18 images should probably only take about a minute 15, a minute 20 seconds. And again, the cool thing here is that you can see the images being uploaded to the computer as they are captured. The other nice thing is that you can see we have a very good quality image coming out of the camera immediately after capture. That's one thing that users want to do, and that's, there's some benefits in our software, for instance, the real-time preview and seeing the exposure simulation in real time. So you really want to put as much effort as you can into shooting the right image the first time, rather than having to go and edit 18 images, whether that's individually or done through a batch process inside of our application. And I'll touch on our editing and post-production tool shortly here after we're done our capture. I guess just to kind of fill this in again, just while we're doing this real-time workflow video, again, we're working with our LumiPad LED lighting system. Lighting is absolutely critical. We are experts here. We're a team of photographers, software developers, hardware engineers, but primarily on our support line and our sales front line is we're photographers at heart and really understand lighting, and that's one thing that we provide with all our customers is free technical support, so we can always help point you in the right direction of lighting, again, or we have prepackaged lighting solutions like this LED LumiPad 360 lighting system that does an incredible job. So we can see here, we've just captured our 36 frames, our 18 frames. Everything looks very good. We're going to go into our editing tool. I'll select all my images, enter into the editing tool, and if you look up here, just follow my mouse, the RGB color value, you can see that we've actually just shot this on pure white. We're a tiny little bit off as we get lower to the actual product, so we could go ahead and make an adjustment to achieve that actual pure white there. So we're just going to make a small levels adjustment here. Now you can see when I take my color picker tool and I go down, you can see 255 minus a slight little drop reflection, which everyone for the most part seems to like and prefer to leave that in there. So alright, okay, so that looks good. I've just made a small little edit adjustment there. I'm going to adjust maybe my sharpness a tad. And now what I want to do is with these editing tools, let me just add a little bit of contrast. Again, use my levels. I'll hit apply to all. So in a batch process, what I'm going to do is I edit one image and I say apply that to every single image in this 360 set. And you can see the progress bar racing across that it is editing all of our images in the batch process. Simply from here, what we want to do is output our file. I'm just going to choose a different folder here. We're going to call this, the product name is Bark Thins. Pardon the caps on there. Alright, we're going to select that folder. So we're saving directly out to that folder. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to rename everything. So I'm going to call this Bark Thins dash. It'll name them sequentially. You could batch resize all your images. I can say I want to output all these at 1,000 pixels wide. Maybe I'll choose my resolution. Users can also watermark. Transfer directly to an FTP. I'm going to hit OK, and that's going to output everything. Now let's go and locate this folder here. Here's our Bark Thins folder right down here, and you can see it's outputting everything again in our batch process. My last step will be to, let me just hit new project here. My last step will be to take these individual frames and I'm going to compose these into my interactive 360 product view. So I'll select them all, then I simply want to drag and drop them into the included 360 view creator software, and that's going to take these individual frames and it's going to put them into obviously our interactive 360 file. And as you can see there, very nice file. We do have a lot of tools inside of here. You could say, okay, we want to include deep zoom in here. I'll just quickly run through a couple different options. You can customize the buttons if you want to. Let me just go to include master images for zoom. Advanced settings would be show our zoom button here. And then I'll just hit reload preview, and you're going to see now there's a zoom button. And if you wanted to include this on your website and you want users to be able to go ahead and zoom in and kind of read all the nutrition facts or a little bit more about the product, you can certainly do so. So there's a lot of cool little features and functionality. These 360 views are completely customizable. All our solutions are a one-time purchase that allow users of any skill level to create high-quality results. Let us know if you have any questions. I'll include additional information in the video description below. Thank you for your time.